So I'm out shooting some videos today, and I thought since I was going to have a fire for another video anyways, I thought I'd bring some lunch along with me. So what I brought was a can of unnamed beef raviolis, and you might ask, well, why didn't I bring my bush pot or whatever? I could dump this into it, whatever. The biggest reason is I'm lazy. My wife won't let me put anything that I use to cook out over a fire in the dishwasher, which means when I get back, I'd have to clean up a pot, and it's also probably going to be stuck in there. And you figure, this comes in a tin can, so why don't I just cook it in this can? So that's what I'm going to do. I always try to get the ones with the pull top. It kind of dictates my selection in lunch, is whether it has a pull top or not. You can get one of those military can openers. They're not very expensive, they're kind of small, but for popping a top, I don't see any reason not to just get ones that already have it built in. Let's see. So I have my fire going here. I don't have a whole lot of ashes yet. I just got this fire started, but it's about time for lunch, so I don't want to wait. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to pop this top, and I'm going to make sure that I never put this in here without popping the top or taking the lid off, depending on how it is, because this thing will explode when it heats up. But I'm not going to take this off the whole way. I'm just going to kind of vent it a little bit to let that buildup of gas and heat in there escape. But I also don't want to get a lot of ash and dust and dirt in it, so I'm just going to do like that. Basically, I'm just going to find a nice little spot here where I do have some ash, maybe, and going to set it down in there. I'm going to let it go. I'll be able to see, since I have it cracked there, I'll be able to see down in whenever it starts boiling and bubbling and stuff. And really, when I'm eating out here in the woods anyway, I don't worry about things being nice and piping hot or anything else. I mean, you eat what you can and when you can. If I need to, I'll move some of the fire around this, let some of the ashes build up, or I'll push it back in. So we'll check back when this is all done. I'll show you how it turned out. Alright, so here we are with our lunch. I don't know if you'll be able to hear it from there, but I can definitely hear it bubbling in there, and I can see the steam coming out. Now, usually I have my leather gloves with me, and as long as I grab the top of this to lift it up out of there, I'm probably going to be pretty safe, not burning my hands with this leather gloves. But if you don't have your leather gloves with you, something else you can do, kind of make some tongs here. So I just have two Y sticks here, and you can use just a single stick if you want, but if you use the Y stick, you're going to get a little more stability when you're trying to pick this up. And you can also, if you have a piece of cordage, we can go ahead and we could wrap the handles of these together just to make them a little sturdier, and then it would be one-hand operation. But for this, it's going to move some of the ash out of the way. Going to get in there, and I'm just going to move it out. I'm just going to keep it out there. I'm going to let it cool down a little bit because I still do have to pop the top off of that, and hopefully you can see there, I mean, it's steaming coming out of there. It's pretty hot. I'm not going to be able to eat it that hot anyway, so I'm going to let it cool down just a little bit. So there you go. Now the disadvantage of this is, I do need to carry that can and the lid and everything out with me, but if I had my bush pot and had stuff in, I'm going to have to carry my dirty bush pot out too. And this way here, I can maybe step on this, crush it down a little bit, and then take up even less space. So there you go. I guess the lazy man's way of making some dinner. Okay, see ya.